Ah, this noise is so mind-droning. I'm hearing that for now 24 hours, man. I've been waiting for you guys so long. What did you guys do in the meantime? I was just listening to this guy doing the same thing over and over again. Let's start talking to him.
Oh, hi.
Finally.
No whistling, right?
Yeah. Let's talk.
What's the problem with Nurse Grendel?
She's uptight and twisted on account of a broken heart.
Oh, that's too bad. I thought she was just plain bad-tempered.
That also. By the way, sir, I wouldn't stand too close to Mr. Shiny's grease valve. If he has an emission, it'll take the shine clean off your shoes. Say, nice sneakers.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Have you seen any unsavory characters lurking about in the quarters?
No, sir, I haven't. But I've got nothing to worry about. What's that,
Sure.
Mr. Shiny? You'd take good care of the rascals, I'll bet you would. With a friend like him, I've no fear of oppressors.
It must be a great comfort.
He is.
Wow, Mr. Shiny, eh?
Would Mr. Shiny be your polishing machine by any chance?
Please, don't call him that. He's more of a friend than a machine. I've had Mr. Shiny for 3 years, and he's never let me down once.
I've actually met someone in a psychic ward who was friends with the vacuum cleaner. So, not funny.
How come you got so attached to a polishing machine?
I asked you not
He's
to
nuts.
call him that.
He's nuts.
He's got a name, you know.
Yeah, Mr. Shiny. It's just that...
You think it's odd, don't you? I don't mind. The rest of the staff think I'm twisted. I heard them snorking behind me back when I gave Mr. Shiny his weekly pull-through.
Right.
Do you know where I'd find a patient called Marquet?
No, I'm not allowed on the wards with Mr. Shiny.
Right.
See you later.
Yeah, take care now.
Yeah, you too. So, let's kill Mr. Shiny by pulling the plug.
As I tugged the plug out of the socket, the polishing machine coughed, spluttered, and died.
Oh. It's gonna break.
Mr. Shiny, what's wrong, pal?
Oh. It's gonna break. It's gonna break. It's gonna break. It's gonna kill us all. He figured it out. Let's go into the closet and get the freaking thing. Thank you. Finally, I'm a doctor now. Because having a lab coat makes me a doctor. Now, we have to talk to someone else, which is this doctor here. Whoa, I didn't want to do that. I was trying to talk to him here. What? That's funny. Aha.
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Yes, sir?
Who
Pleased
are
to
you?
meet you, sir.
Call me George if you like.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's my name.
My name's Benoit, but everyone calls me Bunny.
Bunny?
That's right. I used to have this cute habit when I was a kid.
Keep it to yourself, Benoit.
That is my... I don't
See you
want to
later.
talk to you.
Right.
Whatever. Hey, Mr. Chief Dude.
Excuse me, sir.
Aha! Just the man. You must be the new boy.
Yeah, you
yeah,
didn't see
I
me
must
before
be.
and now you're mixing me
Well,
up.
stop wandering about and make yourself useful. Bunny, come here, boy. This is Benoit, my nephew. Can I trust you to look after him?
Sure.
He is fresh out of medical school. It will open his eyes to see a real doctor on the job.
I'll bet.
Show him around. Let him see some real suffering.
Right, let's talk to him. There we go.
Hey, Benoit.
Yes, sir?
Hey.
Do you know anything about a patient named Marquet?
No, sir, I don't know much about any of the patients.
I've never met a doctor who admits that he's only human.
I'm only a trainee, sir. I'm sure I'll get the hang of things.
You probably should get a better accent.
Do you know the nurse on Ward J2?
No, monsieur. This is my first day here. I can't wait to get my hands dirty. I was talking about treating my first patient, of course. I didn't
If
think
you
I'd get my hands
want,
dirty
you can
with the
do
nurse.
whatever
Shut up,
doctors are
Benoit.
actually doing
Okay,
and
sir.
start disemboweling people.
Follow me, Benoit.
I'm right behind you, sir.
In general, you know, doctors actually have to do that 10 to 15 times a week. Disembowel people, that's not fun. Let's go back to the ward.
Good afternoon, doctor. The patients are ready for your inspection, doctor.
Thank you, nurse.
Are you
need this,
guys
doctor.
stupid? You've seen me before, and just with a lab coat, I'm just a super engineer,
She
and
gave me a
everyone likes
long,
me.
narrow metal box and a stunning smile. Thanks.
Could you take a look at the client in bed number 3 now? His name is Eric Sopmarsh.
Of course I can do that.
Thank you, nurse.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Hi there.
Hello? Anybody home?
Who are you?
My name is Dr. Stobart, and I'm here to steer you down the rocky road to recovery.
Dr. Monroe said there was no cure for what I've got.
Your problem is you stayed in bed too long.
Are you sure you're a qualified doctor?
You better believe it.
Let's take the
I'm going to take your blood pressure.
Why?
I'm a doctor. It's my job.
Not doing that right.
Seems fine to me.
You're not doing it right.
I'll
Alright.
come back later.
Now, we'll just give that thing to Benoit. He actually knows.
Hey, Benoit.
You know, he's
Yes,
a real
sir?
doctor. He knows how to do things.
Here, take this pressure gauge.
Thank you, sir. What do you want me to do with it?
Well, keep it safe until I think of something.
Gee.
Follow me, Benoit.
I'm right behind you, sir.
Think. Oh yeah. You just have to talk
Hey,
to him on the way
Benoit.
back.
Yes, sir.
Duh. Take the
You
blood
still have
pressure.
that gauge I gave you?
Ah, yes. What do you want me to do with it?
Use it on Nurse Grendel.
Huh?
Go on, she'll enjoy it.
Well, okay.
Dr. Stobart,
Yeah?
I would appreciate it if you saved your jokes for the intern's restroom. This is a hospital ward, not a cabaret.
Oh, lighten up.
I heard that. Any more nonsense and I shall report you to Dr. Hagenmeyer.
Okay.
Follow me, Benoit.
I'm right behind you, sir.
Well, you have to take the blood
Hi,
pressure.
me again.
Damn it.
I'll come back later.
Let's see. I have to talk to him.
Hey, Benoit.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Take the blood pressure.
You still have that...
Ah, yes.
No. You need to take it
Use
at
it.
the, from the
Go
dude.
well, okay.
Dr. Stobart,
Yeah?
this is...
Yes.
I heard...
Oh yeah.
Follow me, Ben.
I'm right behind.
I know what the problem is. I need to go to Marquet's room first.
You haven't finished taking my blood pressure.
Will you keep quiet? You're disturbing the other patients.
I'll keep quiet when you've taken my blood pressure properly.
I have to see Jacques Marquet first.
How come he gets preferential treatment? It's because he's got money, isn't it?
Yes,
I'll
that
come
is
back
the
when you've dealt
only
with that
reason,
chip on
and
your
that's
shoulder.
your fault because that's our
Hey,
health
Benoit.
system.
Yes, sir.
Can't do anything about
You
it.
still have that gauge I gave you?
Ah, yes. What do you want me to do with it?
Yeah,
Use it on
finally.
Eric Sopmarsh.
Okay.
Sopmarsh. He's a real flashback. Okay, finally you can go to Marquet. My god, that was terribly hard to accomplish.
Rather you than me, pal.
Yeah.
I'm Dr. Stobart.
Bonjour, doctor.
Can I go in?
Have you heard of a guy called Marquet?
Is in quarantine, Doc. Right behind this here door.
Marquet is just the man I wanted to see.
I wouldn't go in there if I was you. He has
no.
anthrax.
Whatever.
I have to visit my patient.
What for?
Routine. I have to check he's still breathing.
What if he's not?
I'll sign the certificate and register his bed as vacant.
That's a cold and distant attitude to death.
Well, I've been institutionalized to the point of godlike aloofness.
The white coat suits you.
Thanks.
Thanks. So let me go in
Catch you
there.
later, officer.
Au revoir, Doc.
Bye. Never see you again. Ooh. He's actually not fine, is he?
Marquet?
Yes, I am Marquet. I've been expecting you.
You have?
Well, what are you waiting for? Get it over with.
I just want to know what I should do with the gem.
The Lahmar gem.
Yeah, right here in my pocket.
I thought you were one of the assassin.
Not me. I never inhaled.
So, you were sent in my place?
Yeah. You could hardly make the trip to Ireland in your condition. What should I do with the gem?
Deliver it to the Grandmaster. Quickly tell him that I have found the tripod right here in Paris.
What, you have it?
Not yet, but it's being taken care of. I hired a couple of stooges with a flair for petty crime.
Would that be Flap and Guido by any chance?
You know them as for Klausner. He has gone off to Syria on a wild goose chase.
They have geese in Syria?
Oh boy, you're stupid.
Has a theory about the location of the...
That's enough excitement for one day, Monsieur Marquet. What are you doing here?
Talking to this patient, of course.
Monsieur Marquet is my patient. If Herr Hagenmeier was to hear that...
Okay, I'm going. I'd learned all I could from Marquet anyhow.
And there you are, sir. I was just coming to look for you. I finished with your pressure gauge.
Thanks, Bunny.
What's that noise? It sounds as if someone's having a cardiac arrest.
It's all right. The doctor's in there with him.
Are you sure he was a doctor?
Oui, monsieur. He showed me his ID. It was Dr. Braille.
There's no Dr. Braille working here.
He's an imposter!
We're all imposters.
The door's locked. Help me, officer.
Stand back, monsieur.
I'm a fat dude. I can go and break the door. Oh wait, I have a gun. And it breaks open with one shot. Well. Dead. Back in Nico's apartment.
Hello, Georges.
Hello. What's up?
I found Jacques Marquet.
Did he talk?
Yeah, he talked. For the very last time.
He's dead.
Yeah. Killed in cold blood by a bogus doctor.
That's despicable. What kind of guy would pass himself off as a doctor and take advantage of a dying man? Was it Khan?
No, I don't know who he was, but it certainly wasn't Khan. He got away, out the window.
Right.
Have you ever heard of the Hashi-Ashin?
No.
Marquet said that they were his biggest enemy.
His biggest enemy was the bogus doctor.
Don't remind me. That guy was evil. He had
Sure was.
wild, staring eyes like a dead fish. I'll never trust a doctor again.
Well, but you have to.
Do you think the assassin was responsible for killing Marquet?
I don't think so. He could have finished him off the first time. Besides, Marquet would have recognized him.
He was pumped to the gills with sedatives. He wouldn't have recognized the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse unless they'd introduced themselves.
Right.
I guess I'd better go back and talk to that weirdo.
Which one, Rousseau or Sergeant Mou? Oh, but you're referring to Andre.
I'll let you work it out.
Yeah, let's check out the map and go to... where's the museum? There it is, Musée Cru. Let's go inside. Finally, we can do something here. Let's speak to Lobineau. Who's right there at the display
I beg your
case?
pardon. Are you Andre Lobineau?
That's me. You want my autograph?
No. I
He's
was
a
told you
hippie.
may be able to help me.
Oh boy.
My name is George Stobart. I'd like your professional opinion.
Well, okay. Shoot.
Right.
Does the name Montfaucon mean anything to you?
Sure. It was the most grisly spectacle in Paris until the Revolution.
A public toilet?
Montfaucon was the place of execution for many thousands. A dark temple of death, with row upon row of arches, each one framing a grim exhibit. Scores of rotting corpses swung on creaking rope, while the crows devoured their flesh.
That explains the image of the hanged man. I found a reference to Montfaucon in Ireland, in a village called Lochmarn.
Lochmarn? That's where Pegram was digging.
That's right. He'd left the excavation before I arrived.
Right.
Do you know Pegram well?
Not really. I met him at a conference. I would have liked to talk to him in depth, but I didn't have time.
When was this?
Oh, back in the summer, July, I think.
I'd like your opinion on a medieval manuscript.
Vraiment? Do you have it with you?
No, it's too fragile. And besides, there are certain people who'd stop at nothing to get their hands on it.
Intriguing. Do you have a copy of the text?
There isn't much. Only a few Latin phrases. I was kind of hoping you'd help decipher the pictures.
Without seeing the manuscript, that's a tall order.
Just tell me one thing. What does the image of two men riding on the same horse suggest to you?
The Knights Templar. Does the Templar seal appear on this manuscript? I'd love to see that for myself.
And besides, the game is named after the Templars.
The manuscript is being looked after by a friend.
In Paris?
Yeah. Not far from here, in fact.
Well, just give me the address and I'll come round and take a look.
I'm not so sure about that. Maybe I should check with her first.
A female friend?
Yeah, she's a woman.
Yeah, she's a woman.
This
All
friend,
right.
who has the manuscript?
Oui, the anonymous girlfriend.
She lives at 361 Rue Jarry.
Ah, I know it well. I'll drop by. Just as soon as I can.
Well, you are a very busy man.
Can you tell me anything about the Knights Templar?
I sure can, Georgie. Soldiers, diplomats, mercenaries, monks, bankers, you name it, the Templars fit the bill. The greatest fighting force in Christendom, the militia of Christ.
Jeez.
Sounds nice.
How did the Templars get their name?
From the building in which they set up their headquarters. The King of Jerusalem gave them part of a mosque on the Temple Mount. It was said to have been the site of the original Temple of Solomon. The order became known first as the Knights of the Temple, and later as the Knights Templar.
You're a mine of information, Andre.
Glad to be of help, Georgie.
How come the Templars became so wealthy?
There was a constant stream of new recruits to their ranks, many from noble families. They were required to swear a sacred oath of poverty, chastity, and obedience. So, their money, goods, and lands were donated to the order. The Templars soon held land in France, Scotland, England, Spain, most of Europe, in fact. The poor Knights of Christ became the wealthiest power in Christendom.
Is it true the treasure of the Knights Templar was never found?
Who knows? So little knowledge of what really happened remains. Or, if it does, the truth has never been made public.
What do you mean by that?
The Templars have attained mythological status, like the King Arthur of the Britons. There are people even now who say the Templars still exist.
Do you think that's likely?
No, not for a minute.
One thing that I just realized is that vest has, dope. Dope printed on there.
I think you ought to know that
Whatever.
the tripod is going to be stolen.
The Lochman tripod? No.
It's true. I can give you a description of the thieves.
Before the supposed event has taken place?
I heard them planning the raid.
They're wasting their time. The tripod is protected by a state-of-the-art alarm system.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you.
Yep.
Why don't you loan the tripod to me for safekeeping?
Because I'd never see it again.
But don't you trust me?
It's not a question of trust, George. That tripod is hundreds of years old and extremely fragile.
I get your point. Have you ever heard of the Hashashin?
Why, yes. It was a radical Muslim sect whose name became synonymous with murder. It was formed in 11th century Persia, shortly before the Crusades.
At roughly the same time as the Templars.
Yes. They gave a new word to our language. Assassini. The assassins.
How did the assassins get their name?
From the legends surrounding the secrets of their initiation rites. A young man who sought to join the sect was given hashish until he drifted into dreams. He awoke to find himself in a fabulous garden with everything he could wish for. The freshest water, the most delicious food, the choicest hash, and the most delectable women imaginable.
Yep,
Cool.
that's what I
You have
said.
the address?
I haven't finished the story.
Assassins are perverts.
There was a price to pay for this taste of paradise.
Wouldn't you just know it?
The young man would wake the next day to find himself back in the real world. He was told that he'd been given a glimpse of the heaven reserved for holy martyrs. A heaven he would enjoy for eternity if he was willing to join the Hashashin.
Really nice going there.
How did the assassins operate?
Well, as I explained, the new recruits would be only too willing to die for the cause. They'd be instructed in the use of the dagger, poisons, and disguise. Then, the Grand Master of the sect would name an enemy of Allah.
And they'd stop at nothing to eliminate that enemy.
You got it. They were fearless and deadly.
Does the cult of the assassins still exist?
Take a look around at the world today. You tell me.
I guess so.
Where was the site of Montfaucon?
To the northeast, near the Canal Saint-Martin. But there's nothing there now. The old gibbet was torn down during the Revolution.
Right, now that
Thanks for your help, Andre.
used
You're
everything,
welcome.
and he didn't believe us that his tripod's gonna be stolen. There's only one thing that we can do. As soon as the guard is, going away from here and not watching us, we have to use the window so we can hide in the sarcophagus. The mummy thingy. To stay overnight. Now the window's open and he will try to close it. Ha!
It is closing time, Monsieur Lobineau.
Already, there just aren't enough hours in the day.
More than enough for me. I can't wait to get home and put my feet up.
Eh bien, see you tomorrow.
Good night, Monsieur.
It's still light outside. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And now it's not. Two goons trying to
Quit
steal
fooling
the
around,
tripod.
you moron! Get your ass over here and bring that flashlight.
Let's push that totem.
What the? Who's there?
Let's get out of here!
Who is that? Back in Nico's apartment.
And when I woke up, I was at the police station. Luckily, I managed to persuade Rosso I was innocent.
Poor George.
What a mess. I bungled the whole thing.
I don't think so. You made a pretty good job of distracting those two crooks.
Yeah, but the killer got away with the tripod.
No, he didn't. He's not the only one who can dress up in costume.
You mean it was you who stole the tripod? Oh, hell, Nico. I could have been shot.
Those dogs are more likely to shoot their own feet.
I just wish you'd told me
I
your
heard
plans.
shit their own
We're
feet.
supposed to be in this together. And how come you dressed up like a pantomime cat?
Don't sulk, Georgie, please.
Oh, rats. And don't call me Georgie.
Oh, I really thought you'd be pleased. After all, we've got the tripod.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we'll just do this.
Oh, by the way, I had a visit from Andre Lobineau.
Oh, yeah. I hope you didn't mind me giving him your address.
Not at all. It was lovely to see him again. He was over the moon when I showed him the manuscript. It's not often he gets that excited. He made a sketch of the knight's crest to take back to the museum. I believe he's identified the family who bear that crest.
I sure hope so.
In any case, guys, next
I'd
episode...
better get back to the quest.
Yep, I'm gonna go back to the quest. So, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to get new video updates. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.